Now that we have completed the line-by-line explanation of Act 4 Scene 2 of Julius Caesar, we will be solving all the possible MCQs that can come from this scene. So I have prepared 30 MCQs from this scene. So I want you to take up this challenge and see what your score is out of 30. So, without much delay, quickly subscribe to my channel and let us begin the quiz. Number 1. The scene takes place in dash. Option A, in Sarris. Option B, near Sarris. Option C, in Brutus's house. Or option D, in the forum. So you have to tell me, where does Act 4 Scene 2 take place? Brilliant! It does take place near Sarris. So, it is a camp near Sarris. Number 2. Sarris is in dash. Option A, Afghanistan. Option B, Pakistan. Option C, Turkey. Or option D, Iran. So, where is Sarris, the location of Sarris? Tell me. Rightly answered. Sarris is in Turkey. Number 3. Lucilius is dash. Option A, Brutus's servant. Option B, Brutus's soldier. Option C, Brutus's friend. Or option D, Brutus's foe. So what is the identity of Lucilius? Who is he to Brutus? You are right again. Lucius is Brutus's servant, but Lucilius is Brutus's friend. So you must remember the difference between Lucius and Lucilius. Number 4. Titanius had rescued Caesar in dash. Option A, Spain. Option B, Italy. Option C, Germany. Or option D, France. So, Caesar, he had been in times of trouble in a particular place, and Titanius had rescued him. So now you have to tell me which place it was. Very good. It was Spain. Remember, Caesar, he had this falling sickness. He had epilepsy. So in Spain, what happened? He fainted and he asked Titanius to give him some drink to drink. Now number 5. Pintorus is dash servant. Option A, Antony's. Option B, Cassius's. Option C, Brutus's. Or option D, Lucilius's. So you have to tell whose servant was Pintorus. correct. Pindorus was Cassius's servant. Now number 6. He is at hand. Who is he referred to? Option A, Lucilius. Option B, Pindorus. Option C, Cassius. Or option D, Brutus. So who is he in this particular phrase? He is at hand. Tell me, it is easy. Very good. He here refers to Cassius. Number 7. Pindorus had to come to greet dash. Option A, Brutus. Option B, Cassius. Option C, Lucilius. Or option D, Antony. So Pindorus, the servant of Cassius, he had come to greet somebody. Who was it? Greetings for you! Pindorus had come to greet Brutus. Number 8. Pindorus gave Brutus a letter from dash. Option A, Octavius. Option B, Cassius. Option C, Antony. Or option D, Lepidus. So someone had written a letter to Brutus. So you have to tell me who was that person. And he had sent Pindorus with his letter to Brutus. So Pindorus, tell me, was delivering whose letter? Rightly answered. Pindorus gave Brutus a letter from Cassius. Cassius, Pindorus's master. Number 9. According to Brutus, dash had changed. Option A, Caesar. Option B, Pindorus. Option C, Lucilius. Or option D, Cassius. So someone had changed in his emotions. And Brutus, he had seen that change. So here you have to tell me, in who did Brutus observe such changes? Was it Caesar, Pindorus, Lucilius, or Cassius? Oh, correct. It was Cassius. According to Brutus, Cassius had changed. Question 10. Dash would be pleased if Cassius be at hand. Option A, Lucilius. Option B, Brutus. Option C, Octavius. Or option D, Antony. Be at hand means be close, be personally, physically present in front of each other. So, who would be satisfied? Who would be pleased if Cassius was physically present in front of him? Aha! It was Brutus indeed. So Brutus would be pleased if Cassius be at hand. Number 11. According to Dash, Cassius was full of regard. Option A, Brutus. Option B, Lucilius. Option C, Pindorus. Or option D, Antony. So who elevated Cassius? Who thought that Cassius was full of regard, full of kindness? Tell me, who was it? Right, it was Pindorus, Cassius's servant, who thought his master Cassius was full of regard. He also thought that he was full of honor. Number 12. Brutus inquired Dash how Cassius greeted him. Option A, Lucilius. Option B, Antony. Option C, Pindorus. Or option D, Lucius. So who did Brutus inquire? Beautiful! Brutus inquired Lucilius, his friend, how Cassius greeted him. Number 13. Cassius had received Lucilius with dash and dash. Option A, anger and bitterness. Option B, disrespect and rudeness. Option C, kindness and friendliness. Or option D, courtesy and respect. So tell me, what are the gestures, the emotions portrayed by Cassius when he greeted Lucilius? Bravo, you are right. Cassius had received Lucilius with courtesy and respect. Number 14. According to Dash, Cassius's conversation lacked friendliness. Option A, Octavius. Option B, Brutus. Option C, Lucilius. Or option D, Pindorus. So Cassius, he has changed. He has changed because of some reasons of his own, or maybe by the influence of evil, ill officers. So tell me, who thought that Cassius's conversation, his conference, it lacked the friendship that it had before? It lacked the freedom, the openness, the friendliness, the straightforwardness. Tell me, it is easy. Correct, it was Lucilius. So according to Lucilius, Cassius's conversation lacked friendliness. Despite giving him courtesy, respect, his speech, it lacked friendliness. It lacked being straightforward. Number 15. Dash called Cassius a hot friend. Option A, Brutus. Option B, Pintorus. Option C, Lucilius. Or option D, Cassius. So who is the hot friend? Tell me. Oh, you are too hot in quiz. You are burning with answers and I am so proud. So the answer will be Brutus called Cassius a hot friend. So in the comments below, I want you to write, what does Brutus mean when he calls Cassius a hot friend? Now number 16. According to Brutus, when love decays, it leads to dash. Option A, informality. Option B, war. Option C, formality. Or option D, disrespect. So when love decays, it fades, it sickens. What does it lead to? Rightly answered. It leads to formality, to ceremony. Number 17. For Brutus, there is no tricks in dash friendship. What sort of friendship? Option A, complicated. Option B, simple. Option C, broken. Or option D, formal. So there are no tricks in dash friendship. Tell me, what sort of friendship is that? Excellent! It is the kind of friendship shared by you and I. It is simple friendship. There is no trick in simple friendship, in plain friendship. Number 18. Hollow men refer to dash. Option A, dead men. Option B, mortal men. Option C, insincere men. Or option D, penniless men. So tell me, what does hollow men signify? What sort of men does it denote? What is the meaning of hollow? Dead, mortal, insincere, or penniless? Very good. Hollow men refer to insincere men. Now number 19. The hollow men are compared to dash. So there is a simile over there. So you have to tell me what these hollow men, these insincere men are compared to. Option A, high-spirited horses. Option B, the Romans. Option C, the conspirators. Or option D, the senators. So they have been compared to something, and here you have to tell me what they have been compared to. Horses, Romans, conspirators, senators. Which one of the following? Tell me. Incredible! The hollow men are compared to high-spirited horses. Horses hot at hand. Number 20. The term deceitful jades implies dash. Option A, deserving ass. Option B, undeserving ass. Or option C, deserving horses. Or option D, undeserving horses. So what does the term deceitful jades mean? So if you have heard my line-by-line explanation from this particular scene, I am sure you are able to answer them all. And I hope you are keeping a track of your score because we have completed 20 MCQs and only 10 of them are left. So number 21. Okay, so the term deceitful jades, this means undeserving horses. Now 21. Brutus inquires dash army from Lucilius. So from Lucilius, Brutus inquires about somebody's army. You have to tell me whose army it was. Option A, Octavius. Option B, Antony's. Option C, Cassius's. Or option D, Caesar's. So whose army did Brutus ask Lucilius about? So come they near. So have their army come? Have they reached a place? So whose army was Brutus addressing about? Brilliant! Brutus inquires about Cassius's army from Lucilius. Now coming to number 22. Cassius's army would be divided in dash. Option A, Sarris. Option B, the Senate House. Option C, Cassius's house. Or option D, Brutus's tent. So remember, Cassius's chivalry, his cavalry is going to be split into two. One will be a greater part and the remaining will stay. So the greater part of the cavalry, the army, is going to accompany Cassius to Brutus. So now the entire army is waiting somewhere where it is going to be divided into two. So you have to tell me here, where is Cassius's army waiting to be divided? Well answered. Cassius's army would be divided in Sarris. And what do you understand by cavalry? Cavalry means soldiers who have horses. They ride on horsebacks and they charge. Number 23. Cassius entered the scene with dash. Option A, Antony. Option B, his soldiers. Option C, Lucilius. Or option D, Pindorus. So he comes in with some people or with someone. So you have to tell me, who does Cassius enter the scene with? Absolutely right. Cassius enters the scene with his soldiers, his army, his cavalry, the greater part. The greater part of the cavalry that was divided in Sarris. Number 24. Brutus addressed Cassius as his dash. Option A, cousin. Option B, lover. Option C, brother. Or option D, friend. Well answered. Brutus addresses Cassius as his brother. Number 25. Brutus claimed that he had never mistreated his dash. Option A, fortunes. Option B, best friend. Option C, wife. Or option D, enemies. So Brutus, he told this to Cassius, that I have never mistreated my what? Exquisite! Brutus claimed that he had never mistreated his enemies. So when I have never mistreated my enemies, Cassius, you are like my brother. How can I mistreat you? How can I wrong you? So quickly write in the comments, who was Brutus's wife? Now number 26. According to Cassius, Brutus's dash nature hid his wrongs. Option A, fickle-minded. Option B, down to earth. Option C, dull. Or option D, timid. So which characteristics of Brutus hid his mistakes, hid the wrongs that he did? Tell me. You are right again. According to Cassius, Brutus is down-to-earth, humble nature that hid his wrongs. He was very sober. Number 27. Dash did not want to quarrel in front of the army. He said that the army must see our love and they should not see us quarrel among each other. So who was with this opinion? Option A, Cassius. Option B, Lucilius. Option C, Brutus. Or option D, Antony. Tell me, who was unwilling to quarrel? Aha! It was Brutus, the noble Brutus, the honorable Brutus, the sober Brutus. He did not want to quarrel in front of the army. Number 28. Cassius ordered Dash to charge off his army. Option A, Pindorus. Option B, Octavius. Option C, Lucilius. Or option D, Titanius. So he ordered someone to charge off, that is, remove his army from that particular place. So here you have to tell me, who did Cassius order? Amazing! You are right. Cassius ordered his servant, Pindorus, to charge off his army. Now the final two questions. Number 29. Brutus ordered Dash to charge off his army. So Cassius, he ordered Pindorus to remove his side of the army. Now Brutus, he too instructed somebody to remove the army men from his side. So who did he order? Option A, Lucius. Option B, Pindorus. Option C, Trebonius. Or option D, Lucilius. Because you remember, Brutus and Cassius, they were going to settle their annoyance, whatever complaints they had against each other, inside Brutus's tent, so that they did not have to quarrel in front of the army. So now Cassius and Brutus, they are asking a few people to charge off their army, to remove their army from that particular place, from the place where Brutus's tent was set, because Brutus does not want the army to hear the conversation he has with Cassius. So you tell me, who does Brutus instruct to remove his side of the army? You are right. Brutus ordered his friend Lucilius, to charge his army away, far away from his tent, so that he can peacefully settle matters with Cassius. Now the final question. I hope you remember your score, because once you answer this, I want you to write your score in the comments below. So what is the last question? Number 30. Dash and Dash were assigned the duty to guard Brutus's tent. Option A, Lucius and Titanius. Option B, Lucius and Trebonius. Option C, Lucilius and Titanius. Or option D, Lucilius and Trebonius. So tell me, who was given charge, who was placed in charge of the duty to guard Brutus's tent when Brutus and Cassius would have a private talk? I'm sure you know this answer. So quickly tell me. Yes, you are right. It was Lucilius and Titanius. So Brutus, he told Lucilius and Titanius, his friends, to guard his tent. So with this, we have completed 30 MCQs. So quickly write your score in the comments below. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And if you want to hear the explanation of this scene, or you want to see the solved question answers from this particular scene, you can check the description below. I have provided all the necessary links to Julius Caesar as well as other texts in your syllabus. So, I even have a WhatsApp channel and a Telegram channel where I share notes as well as practice grammar. So, if you are willing, you may join them too. So, till I come with my next video, happy studying English. Ta-ta!